Welcome to History in Focus, a journey through one of the most significant conflicts of the 20th century, the Korean War. Spanning from 1950 to 1953, this conflict shaped the geopolitical landscape of the Korean Peninsula and left an indelible mark on the world. Join us as we explore the events, key figures, and consequences of this war that divided a nation and had global implications. To understand the Korean War, we must first delve into its roots. In the early 20th century, Korea was a single nation under Japanese colonial rule. However, after Japan's defeat in World War II in 1945, the country was liberated, but its division at the 38th parallel by the United States and the Soviet Union soon followed, with each side occupying a different region. The year 1950 marked the beginning of the Korean War. On June 25, North Korean forces, under the leadership of Kim Il-sung, launched a surprise invasion of South Korea, seeking to reunify the nation under communist rule. The attack caught the world by surprise and drew international attention. The United Nations, in an unprecedented move, swiftly responded to the invasion. A resolution was passed, calling for military assistance to South Korea. A multinational UN force, primarily led by the United States and commanded by General Douglas MacArthur, was sent to repel the North Korean aggression. The war quickly turned into a grueling and deadly stalemate as both sides fought fiercely for control. Battles like the Battle of Inchon and the Chosin Reservoir exemplified the bravery and sacrifices made by the soldiers on both sides. The war's brutality and the devastating impact on civilians were evident during the Siege of Seoul and the civilian massacres at places like No-gun-ri. The situation escalated further when China, fearing a UN-led advance towards its border, intervened on behalf of North Korea in late 1950. The entry of Chinese troops drastically altered the course of the conflict, leading to more intense fighting and heightened tensions between the world powers. After years of intense fighting and negotiations, a ceasefire agreement was finally reached in July 1953. The Korean War ended in an armistice, not a peace treaty, leaving the Korean Peninsula still technically at war to this day. The conflict resulted in millions of deaths and extensive destruction, leaving the nation divided along the 38th parallel. The Korean War had significant global implications. It highlighted the escalating tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War era. It also showcased the United Nations' potential as a peacekeeping force and its limitations when dealing with major power interventions. The legacy of the Korean War remains present in modern geopolitics. North Korea's pursuit of nuclear weapons, the division of the Korean Peninsula, and the ongoing efforts to achieve peace and reunification continue to shape international relations. As we reflect on the Korean War, let us remember the immense human cost and the importance of striving for lasting peace. The events of the 1950s continue to remind us of the consequences of conflict and the significance of diplomacy in building a better world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Korean War in the 1950s. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, farewell.